Make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Make Your Day Richer. My guest today is Shelley Devine. Shelley's a professional artist, a certified creatively fit coach, which we're going to dive into because that sounds right up my alley, a psychic medium, a Reiki Master, and an author. She specializes in intuitive art, another thing. I'm so excited she's here. And she offers coaching through her program, Awaken Your Creative Spirit. She's written 2 books that we're going to talk about, all kinds of stuff packed into the next 10, 15 minutes. So get ready, everyone, and welcome, Shelley. Good morning, Shelley.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me.
How are you? Oh my gosh, thank you for being here. I'm so excited. All right, I want to dive in because you are clearly making people's days, lives richer in so many ways. But what in the world is a creatively fit coach?
Okay, so it is a training I went through for 7 months with my mentor, Whitney Freya. And basically, it's just teaching us how to really help people impact their lives with creativity. So the world needs more right-brainers because that's where all the creativity is. We've got a lot of left-brainers, and that's fine. But I think, we think the world needs more creativity. And so that's what the training I went through, to teaching people how to create their own sacred painting practice. And let me just say, you do not have to ever have painted in your life to be able to do this. It's just, it's all about feeling and color and just marks on the canvas.
Expression, right? Just getting it out of here.
Yes.
And onto here. Yes.
Yes.
Were you always a creative kid growing up?
I was creative before I even knew what the word creative meant. My safe place was art, and it still is. It's therapy for me. But when I was a kid, I'd hide in the closet or whatever I was hiding, and I would just draw or write poems. And that's what kept me safe. So that was my safe place. Then I grew up, became a mom, kind of forgot about the art because I was busy mothering and
what happens, right?
Adulting. And then my son, he's grown and he's out. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to go back to art. I've always loved it. I miss it. And so I did.
And how long ago was that where you were like, I'm going back in and I'm going in all the way?
Okay, so in 2018, I'm a horse trainer. And so I was out at the barn. I was riding horses all day long teaching, and I broke my foot. And so I was kind of homebound for a little bit. And I thought, I'm so bored. What am I going to do? So I pulled out the paints. And I put on The Joy of Painting because I love that show.
Everyone loves a good Bob Ross,
Yes, just to get the juices flowing. And so that was in 2018, and I started painting. And then I've always done like realism animal, like pet portraits and stuff. And so I went into that pretty deep for a couple of years and loved it, and that's how I was making some good money. But then I met Whitney and joined her Creatively Fit coaching program. And being a complete perfectionist, it was something way out of my comfort zone. And I loved it because it's free. It's acrylic on canvas, and you're free, right? When you do pet portraits, you have to get every little hair and every little whisker perfect. So it's fun, but it's stressful. So when I learned to do the free acrylic painting, just whatever I wanted on there, it was such a release. to let go of that inner perfectionist.
I love the like feeling of paint on a canvas, like, and watching it, like the shininess of paint and the
Yeah.
sound with the brush. Do you know what arts and health is?
No.
Or arts and medicine? Because that's what you're doing, and you need to look this up. I worked for
Okay.
an arts and health nonprofit for years, and basically it's doing art of all kinds, from theater to painting, for the benefit of your health.
Right.
And it's an
Right.
entire, and that's exactly what you're doing.
It is.
And that's why I love you and wanted to have you on. Can you talk about kind of the process that you take your clients through when they're working with you?
Yes. So like in my Awaken Your Creative Spirit program, I'm combining my two big loves, art and spirit, because I am a psychic medium and a Reiki Master. So I wanted to combine both of those worlds. And through my program, I'm doing that. We learn meditation, even just the simplest. There's different kinds of meditation. You can have a walking meditation. Painting is a meditation. And then we do some mindfulness stuff. And then we learn how to let go of that inner perfectionist, right? They got to leave so that we can get work done.
Yeah.
And then through the meditation and all that, I'm going to help them to open their intuition and start, listening and watching for signs, because we get signs all the time from spirit. Say if you keep seeing a blue bird, like 3 days in a row, you see this blue bird, that's a sign. And so I have them paint that on their canvas, and then I have them, meditate on it. What is this bird telling me? What does it mean? What is the symbolism of this bird? Sometimes people will just see a sign. But the way to go about it with the painting is we just start with color, right? So you grab the color that's calling to you, and then you paint that on there, and then think about, why did I pick that color? What does it mean to me? And then you just make marks. You just put all sorts of marks on there. It's freedom. It's complete freedom. You put dots, you could put stencils, you could put marks, whatever. And then you have like layer upon layer, and we write words in there, and then layer on there. So all of those little pieces are peeking through when you put your final image. So say if it was the bluebird, then you just do a simple outline of a bird. You don't have to do realism at all. And then you paint them in. And you've got like this masterpiece, but it's not about that. It's about the process that you went through to get to that. And one really important thing I want to point out is it's really big for me to let my students know that they don't have to worry about making a mistake, because you can paint over it. You make your bird beak too long, paint over it. Do it again, paint over it. So there's like no fear. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to draw a bird. Just slap something on there and then change it.
Change it. Yeah.
Change it until you like it, but don't obsess on it, because they're not supposed to be perfect, something we're going to sell or anything. That's just for us, to keep and to look on. And so that's the process that I take them through.
And I love that it's so layered. Like, it's not
Yes.
just showing up and like, okay, here's a canvas, here's paint. You have so many different layers of kind of all of your senses that people are working with when they're with you, which I think is great. And it's not like a sip and paint night where you're a little nervous about what yours is next to the person, and the oh my gosh, am I going to hang this up in my house? Because it's not about that at all. You can throw it away. I paint all the time and throw that stuff away, because it's not about that when you're doing it for your own mental health. Well,
you know what my mentor Whitney did to us, which was really, really hard, but I'm glad she did it, is she made us paint 12 different paintings on one canvas.
Oh my gosh.
So 1 week we would paint this. We're going to paint earth and symbols of earth, right? We're loving it. She's like, okay, we're going to paint this over it. Symbols of water, go over it. And, she's like, I'm not here to ruin your life. So if you really love your painting, get another canvas, but no more than 2 canvases. And I want the 12 paintings. So it was, and you could take pictures to save, right?
Mhm.
So it was a matter of letting go. And that's really hard for perfectionists.
Yeah.
And I understand that because I'm a recovered perfectionist. So it
Well,
was hard.
And even for just someone who it doesn't really make art,
Right.
there's that trepidation and kind of embarrassment of like, oh my gosh, what is going to happen
Yeah.
when this looks like crap? You know?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's the
Yeah.
process, right? If you like your painting,
Mhm.
great. If you don't, you're gonna just paint over it and do something different. But
Yeah.
no, you don't need to have any experience. This is like a very simple painting technique. It's just
Yeah.
layers on layers. It's really amazing.
I just watched a video on like TikTok or someone where this woman said that artists in general, creative people get locked in. They get locked because they have such perfectionism. And she's like, you have to really take that piece of art or that creative project off the pedestal in your brain, put it down, and it's not that serious. Like,
Right.
it's not that serious. It's just paint. Like it's not gonna. You're okay, and you can
And
change it, and you can start over.
That's my whole point on it, you know.
Yeah.
If they end up with something that they love, sure, go ahead and keep it, but get another canvas and let's do this exercise because it's going to help you. First of all, people who have never painted before are afraid of the blank canvas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I usually start them with writing their intention on the canvas or words that mean something like love, peace, you know, whatever. Just write those on there first. Now you don't have a blank canvas anymore. You know?
Yeah. Or you start with a smaller canvas. Like don't get the 40 by 48 piece. Get the little square and throw a dab on there and see what happens. Where
Absolutely.
are you located?
I'm in Oceanside, California.
Okay. And do you do stuff virtually? Is it all in person?
It's all virtual. I have, like with my mediumship readings and my Reiki, I do have people come here to my house. But for the program, it's going to be all online. And we're going to have live Zoom calls so that we can keep up like how you doing. But they're going to have, you know, assignments, things to try at home. And then we'll get together on Zoom and see and share and, you know, see what comes up. I want them to feel, right? Even if it's crying or laughing, let's just get ourselves to feel and accept ourselves. And then, you know, move forward from there.
Yeah. Crying is just as important as laughter. So however it comes out.
I do a lot of both.
Yeah. Yes,
I do a lot of both.
I was doing some of that right before you got on here. And what's the best way that people can connect with you and sign up for the
it's best to check out my website, which is shelleydevinestudio.com. And my email is shelleydevinestudio@gmail.com. And just remember the spelling is SHELLEYDEVINE studio.
There. Isn't it fun when you have to try to explain? I know. When you have to spell it out for people and then they're like, excuse me. But we'll have it. It'll be on the bottom of the screen and in the show notes. So it'll be one click away and you can sign up. And then tell everybody about your books and how that came about.
Okay. Currently, I am a featured author in the book by my creative genius mentor, Mandy Nicholson. And it's a book, it's a collection of inspiring stories from creatives and neurodivergent women and how they deal with it and how they work through it. And they're all amazing. And we each get a chapter to write in her book. And then she's got the main part and she gives all of her wisdom. She's a very wise woman. I love her so much. Everybody is in the UK. As far as I know, I'm the only one in the USA that is in this project. But yeah, so So I gotta, get that book sold here.
Yeah.
But it will
That's
be
awesome.
available October 11th. It comes out.
Oh, nice.
And
you can do pre-orders now?
you can. I don't have the link, but I'm going to put that link up. I have put it up in my Facebook and Instagram and all that. So it's there.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
How does it feel to create for your life and for a living?
Well, art, like I said, is my therapy. It's my healing. It's my safe place. I do art. I've been through some tough stuff in my life. Haven't had the greatest life. So lots of trauma built on trauma. And finding a way to not crack into a million pieces is the art.
Yeah.
And even if I'm just taking a color, like say I take a purple pen and I just doodle, or I doodle on my tablet, it gets me reconnected. My soul gets reconnected and I get centered, and it can get me out of whatever state I was in. I lost 3 loved ones within weeks from each other.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, that was 2 years ago. So, once again, art saved me. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah. Whatever art form you're drawn to, go there. That's what I beg people. Just find what works for you and just embrace it and don't be afraid of it. Shelley, I appreciate you so much being on the show. I'm so excited for your book to come out in October. And anytime, please come back. And maybe next time we'll make some art together.
Oh, that would be fun. Okay.
All right, we'll talk about that after. We'll talk about that during the break. We'll be right back, everyone.
Okay.
You know what would be better than watching this commercial? Watching your commercial. Join the party that is Make Your Day Richer TV by advertising your brand, business, or project during the show. Use us to promote what you're doing to make our viewers' day richer. 1 month of advertising starts at $200. Scan the QR code or visit makeyourdayricher.com/advertising to start promoting today.
Are you an independent creative looking to take your career to the next level? Whether you're an author, illustrator, or thinking about getting into this industry, it's time to step into the spotlight at the INKprenuers Summit 2024. This November 1st and 2nd in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, we're bringing together the best minds in the publishing industry for 2 days of unparalleled learning and intimate networking. From hands-on workshops with industry experts to interactive networking mixers, you'll get the tools, connections, and insights to turn your creativity into a thriving business. And that's not all. Our Fresh Ink Pavilion is the place for new and emerging authors to showcase and sell their books, right in front of passionate readers and industry pros who are ready to support your journey. Plus, meet our incredible lineup of speakers sharing your secrets to success in publishing and beyond. Space is limited and early bird registration is available until September 30th. Don't miss out. Secure your spot today and get ready to elevate your creative career. Visit INKprenuersSummit.com to register. Let's give your creativity the success it deserves. See you in Winston-Salem.
Welcome back, everyone. Remember that the early bird special and the discount ends at the end of the month. So you don't have a ton of time to go and get your tickets to the INKpreneurs Summit. I will be there along with my guest for this weekend. We have a special Make Your Day Richer this weekend, part of the Poduty Podcast Fest. Saturday, my show is at 4:30. We're doing a special edition of this show at 4:30. You can get your tickets at poduty.com, PODUTY.com. James Quinn is my guest. He will also be at the INKpreneurs Summit. So make sure you get your tickets to both. Tickets to the festival this weekend are free. Okay, there we go. What else do I have to tell you? Hey, 42,000 views of this here program every day. is an honor to be here. And I'm so glad y'all are joining the party and tuning in and watching. Share, like, subscribe, all of those things if you would. And thank you so much for 42,000 views. Hey, also, there's a new podcast episode of the Wolf Media Fest podcast. It's a podcast I co-host with the lovely and talented Jacqueline and Kyle. They have new episodes every Wednesday, and the Wolf Media Fest is a festival that you, if you are a creator, probably are doing something that you can submit your work to. So go to wolfmediafest.com and see if what you're doing, whether that's writing a book or making a podcast or making TikToks, go on there and see, and you could win the award every month, new awards every single month, and then be on the podcast. So take a look at this clip. It's available on YouTube and wherever else you get your podcasts. Kyle mentioned in your intro that the book right now is unpublished. How does it feel to have an unpublished book win awards?
Amazing.
Yeah. And does it make you like get excited to really actually publish it and get it out there?
Yeah, I mean, it certainly does. But I really would prefer to have it traditionally published, just because I don't think I've got the energy for all the promotion that you have to do if you self-publish.
Rosie Sedgwick is the guest this week, so tune in to the Wolf Media Fest podcast. Enter your stuff into the festival. It's all kinds of fun over there. And I just want to say how much I love Waxhaw, North Carolina's Parks and Rec department. I just want to say I love them so much. And they gave me a sticker. And it's going to go back here. I think this is going to become Sticker Central this set. And so if you have a sticker, send it to the show. And, maybe we'll be talking to people about Parks and Rec, the Waxhaw Parks and Rec later. I don't know. Maybe there's stuff coming that I can't talk about right now. Not sure. But if you do want to advertise, I know, Stacey, love a good sticker. Stacey, you should have stickers. Do you have stickers? We just played one of Stacey's episodes yesterday. Stacey and her 100th episode of her show. Very exciting. Okay, that's it. I think that's all I have for you. You can advertise on the show. Who wouldn't want their commercial? Because the INKprenuers Summit, it will end, and then we'll need another commercial. So if you want to do that, go to makeyourdayricher.com/advertising. We'll get you hooked up and on the show. All right, on tomorrow's show, we have Will Otero, who is the host of the Stuck in My Mind podcast. He's actually also co-hosting the festival this weekend. It's going to be part live and part virtual. So it's going to be a really fun event. So make sure you get your tickets to that. And there you go. I thank you all for watching today. Have a great, great day. Carla, I am sending my love to you. I don't think you watched this show, but love is going out there to you today. And we'll see you tomorrow, everyone. I love you. Go make your day richer and go make someone else's day richer. See you tomorrow.